So if I'm looking sleepy today, it's because I really am sleepy. Hi there. Welcome to my language learning live stream where I'm trying to figure out if I can get good at Japanese just using apps. And of course, with the help of some friendly friends right down here in the comments. It is midday Monday here in Hong Kong on the 1st of March 2021. And we're being recorded live on, well, we're streaming live on twitch.tv/AnthonyKel, and we're being recorded live on youtube.com/ a random bunch of letters and numbers. Why do we not have a nice address on YouTube, you might ask? That's because in order to get a nice address on YouTube with your own custom youtube.com/Anthony, you need to have 100 subscribers. And right now we have 63, which is not bad at all, but we are still a little ways away from our target of 100 subscribers. So, if you are not subscribed to me on YouTube and if you like these weekly language learning streams that we've been doing, please head on over there and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. I hope that you are well today. And yeah, what's our Ramune for today? This is this week's Ramune rankings. This one says pine, pine, pineapple, no pine, right? We have pineapple ramen today. Is it going to be nice? Oh, I don't know. I was looking forward to this one. At first blush, pineapple ramen is not great. At first blush, it tastes a little bit like um, pineapple chupa chups. You know those lollipops? There is a pineapple chupa chups, right? I've got this kind of like old memory coming back to me of bad pineapple candy. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to end up on our Ramonet rankings. If you don't know, I've been drinking a different flavor of Ramonet every week for the past who knows how many weeks. Um, and Ramonet is this great Japanese drink that you can often find in Japanese restaurants if you're overseas. But if you live in East Asia, you might just find it in your local convenience store. And there's actually a whole bunch of different flavors of ramen. Um, this one is pineapple, and if you look here, let me see if I can get this on the screen. Do you see this little ball in the top? That ball starts off up here at the top. When you buy it, the ball is at the top, and there's like a cover on it. You take off the cover, and there's a little widget that you can push down into the bottle. It drops the ball. The drink explodes everywhere, unless you know what you're doing. And now I know that what you have to do is you have to hold it down as tight as you can, so that whatever gas is trying to escape can't escape. Um, and we always used to buy this ramen, this drink, um, in Japanese restaurants because that was like the main place that you could get it outside of Japan. And I remember we would always buy it like for the novelty factor. We would buy it because it's just fun to have a drink with a little glass ball in it, I guess. Um, but it never tasted good. Like I remember like we would buy in the restaurants, you would normally find like original flavor ramen. That looks like this down here. I think that's the original flavor. And it's just like, I don't know, like a just a soft drink. It tastes a little bit like lemonade, and it's not particularly good. For me, I always thought there was a little bit of an aftertaste to ramen. Um, but yeah, I discovered that there's a whole bunch of different flavors, and I've been trying a different one every week. So far, the best one has been Ichigo, the strawberry flavor from Hata, and that one is nice. That is a nice drink. That is something that I would drink like again. Um, and after I finish these ramen rankings, I'm probably going to go back to drinking strawberry. There's a peach one from a different company that was quite nice. And working my way down this list, I dropped this one at the bottom because I wasn't sure where I'm going to put it. By the end of this stream, I don't think that pineapple will have gone up that much. Is it better than the orange ramen? Is it? I don't know. Orange ramen, not great. Pineapple ramen, possibly at about the same level. Um, but I'll finish it first. Who knows? Maybe it will grow on me. Maybe in the next hour or so, I will tell you that pineapple ramen is not bad. It's no strawberry, I'll tell you that. But anyway, it is nice to see you here today. Who is here? Is anyone down here? I can see Lisa's avatar jumping around there down at the bottom of the screen of the stream, and I think there might be a couple of people lurking. Thank you for lurking, by the way. This week I have added a few commands over on Twitch, and I don't know if they're going to work. This is my first time trying them on stream. If I type in the commands command, well, hey, we got a bunch of commands. Okay, then. We can try that. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Hold on. I need to wait for that to move out of the way. Slot down. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. What time is it where you are? Thank you for dropping by to say hello, and thank you for the lurk. Yeah, what time is it in your part of the world? If it's time for you to go to bed. Wait, is slot down? Is that Lisa? Or it's not. It's not Lisa, is it? 11 p.m. for you. Yeah, it's about time to go to sleep. I wish I had gone to bed a little bit earlier last night. It is 1 p.m. here in Hong Kong, and I went to bed a little bit late, and then I woke up very early today. And yeah, I'm just tired. Thank you for joining me, though. It is nice to see you. And thank you to anybody else who's lurking. I can see the numbers. I can see the numbers. I can see Lisa as well walking down there. Thank you for lurking, everybody. Okay, then. Let's jump into a little bit of show and tell. If you've seen this before, normally over the week, I will sometimes I will just take screenshots of my Duolingoing over the week, or I will take pictures of any kind of like Japanese language things that I've stumbled upon during the week, just to kind of keep my mind on studying and to share it with you. You started using Kanji Tree. Um, yeah, it's good. And today I have another app that I'm going to introduce to you in just a second. If you are out of it, Lisa, 5:07 a.m. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. And to slot down, konbanwa. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining me at strange hours. I think I'm gonna have to like move things around. Uh, hold on. I'm just gonna try it. Ah, I lost the screen. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just pressed the wrong button there. Let me just look at the chat. Where's my chat gone? Uh, Pikyo says, where are you live streaming from? I'm live streaming from home in Hong Kong. I live in Hong Kong. Ima Hong Kong wa, what time is it here? 1時頃に. Oh, it's about around 1 p.m. in the afternoon here in Hong Kong. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. So yeah, normally during the week, I will try and take some screenshots of things that I've seen, and hopefully it will help me to learn a little bit more. If any of you were here last week, you would have seen me struggling with counting in Japanese. It was horrible. I mean, I don't mean the language is horrible. The challenge is great. How much can you speak Japanese? That much. I'm not an absolute beginner because this is our, wow, how long have we been doing this stream for? I think this is our 15th stream. So we've been doing this for, 3 months now, 4 months. And I've been doing Duolingo every day for 85 days. And my Japanese is not great. Hi, Hong Kong. Uh, uh, イギリス人です. But I live in Hong Kong. I'm from the UK and I live in Hong Kong. Um, so yeah, I'm streaming my language learning. So I'm not very good at Japanese, but I'm trying to get there and I'm trying to find out if I can get good just using apps. I'm not sure yet. So let's have a look. Over the last week, I have been trying to learn counting in Japanese. And Liam was here teaching me last week, and Liam was great. Thank you very much for being here, Liam. I'm not sure if he's here today. Um, but yeah, it's difficult because have a look at this. I don't know if Lisa's still here. Look at this, okay? So this first character here, ringo, is apple. Ringo o. And then, so you put apples, 3, please. Now in English, we would say 3 apples, please. In Japanese, you would say apples, 3, please, which is kind of a little bit difficult. Who's that down there? Hey there, Mike. How are you doing? I'm doing great. No, you're fabulous. You're fabulous. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, so it says instead of saying 3 apples, please, you would say apples, 3, please. So there's a little bit of Yoda grammar going on here. That's kind of fine. But then, like, if you have verbs like I want to eat 3 apples or there are 3 apples, the sentence structure is so different from English that I was struggling just to get sentences out. Oh, you're Japanese. Thank you for being here. You can help me. I get a free Japanese teacher in the chat. That would be great. And yeah, it was difficult for me to do this. Let me just jump here. Hold on a second. So, if any of you don't know Japanese, you have to count things using measure words. And I live in Hong Kong, and we speak Chinese in Hong Kong, and we have measure words here too. And a measure word is kind of like those, what do you call those collective nouns, right? In English, like in English, you would have a loaf of bread, right? You have a loaf of bread, but in Chinese, there's one of these words for everything. Like people have a measure word, bread has its own measure word, telephones have a measure word, and there's a specific word, like a loaf of bread, that word loaf, that you would use with every single noun that you're trying to count in Chinese. And there's a lot of them. Turns out Japanese has these measure words, these counting words too. Some of them are the same as Chinese. This word here in Chinese, hold on, I say this word as if you can see which word I'm looking at. The 1, 2, 3, the third word there. In Cantonese, we would say got, got, like a G sound, got. And you use that for counting round things and things of this size. So an apple would be like got. And in Japanese, they have that word too, ko in Japanese. The thing is, the number before ga there, that's 3. Pretty easy to recognize because it's 1, 2, 3 lines, 3. There are different ways of saying numbers in Japanese. So you might all know like ichi, ni, san, right? The normal ways you could say of saying numbers in Japanese. But there's another way of saying them too. And some objects use one number system and other objects use another number system. And as I was seeing this last week, I could feel my brain breaking. I could. Um, but I've been studying this for a whole week. We're going to come back and look at numbers a little bit later on. And it's getting easier. Japanese is easy to speak but difficult to write, says Pikio. Uh, Personally, I think Japanese pronunciation is not too hard. Then again, I'm not Japanese. So when I speak, uh, maybe maybe I think it's fine. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think, oh no, Anthony's terrible. Oh, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Anthony. Thank you very much for coming. Um, Thank you so much. はい、よろしくお願いします。はい、はじめまして。はじめまして。よろしくお願いします。Thank you so much for joining me. Um, I don't think the Japanese, from my point of view, that the pronunciation is too difficult. The grammar is quite different from English. It doesn't mean it's hard, it's just different. Now, for the writing, um, I spent my first few streams here learning the because in Japanese there's three writing systems. We have hiragana, katakana, and kanji. And hiragana and katakana, I spent a few weeks practicing that. Not too difficult, not really. The system itself is quite straightforward. Kanji is harder. It is definitely harder. Now, for me, I have an advantage because I live in Hong Kong. I see kanji characters because kanji is based on Chinese. So I recognize a lot of the characters, but I don't know how to say them in Japanese. And sometimes there's more than one pronunciation for one word. So kanji is, yeah, I'm taking my time with that. But I did introduce kanji tree. I can't remember who was saying they were looking at kanji tree a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, I introduced kanji tree to you guys, and that's a really nice app for learning Japanese. Stick around, I'm going to introduce another app in a second that might be helpful too. So yeah, you can see here, when we count apples, we use one word. When we count chairs, we are using zu. So yeah, different words. And it's not even yonzu, it's yotsu, yotsu, yotsu. There are 4 chairs. Isu ga yotsu arimasu. It's difficult. Counting is difficult. Um, by the way, Duolingo, the app that we've been using to study, is sometimes a little bit quirky. Sometimes it won't accept an answer that I think is fine. Okay, now have a look at this one. Okay, so I wrote here, tsukue ga hatsu arimasu. And I wrote hatsu in just as a number, as an Arabic number. Okay, and you'll see here that Duolingo said that I was wrong. And it said I should write hatsu in kanji. Now, I don't know why it's telling me that I need to write this in kanji, because when I wrote this one here, isuka yotsu, I wrote that as a number, and Duolingo said that was fine. But when I wrote hatsu, it said that I was wrong. And I don't know why. So you do have to be a little bit careful with Duolingo. Sometimes it won't accept your answer. And normally what I will do, like here, look at this one. Here I wrote tsukue ga, and then I put, how do you say that? Itsu, itsu. I wrote that as a number, as an Arabic number. It said it was fine. So I don't know what's wrong with Duolingo. Now, whenever that happens, what I will do, like here, when I wrote 3, it said that it was wrong. And what I will do, there's a little button down here, the little flag button. If you're doing Duolingo and you think that your answer should be accepted, but Duolingo has said that you are wrong, there is this button that you can hit, and then you can tell them, I think I was right. Because I'm looking at this. Hold on a second. Ringo, apple, right? Ringo. Oh, hold on a second. We're talking about kanji. Yeah, they were made in ancient China. Each of them has its own meaning. Exactly. That's the kind of difficult thing here, where uh, a kanji character is based on a Chinese character, and it's more of an idea of a concept than it is a word. So, spoiler alert, here we have some kinoko no yama. Okay, here is my spoiler here. And, oh, sorry, that's not very well focused. Kinoko. Kinoko is written in hiragana, right? But this last word here, yama, is written in kanji, right? That's written in kanji. And that is the word for mountain. Now, if you are a Chinese language speaker, okay, so I live in Cantonese, I see that word. So I live in Cantonese. What does that even mean? I live in Hong Kong. I speak Cantonese. And for me, I will see that word and I will see san, san, mountain. Okay? And there is a Cantonese way of saying that word. If you come from different parts of China, where they speak different dialects of Chinese, they will see that word and they will pronounce it differently, even though it has the same meaning. Now, in Japanese, there is like a Chinese style pronunciation, but there's also a Japanese pronunciation for exactly the same word. So thank you so much for following. Nane no fu. Hey, thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for following. It's very nice to see you here. Again, thank you. So this word could be mountain, like san, but it could also be yama, which is completely different. And knowing when to use the one pronunciation and when to use the other pronunciation is something that I'm still struggling with. I'm not there yet. But yeah, thank you for. Hold on a second. I need to pull the chat up here because I can't see the chat. はい、こんにちは。はい、今、香港は、what time is it in Hong Kong? Do we say 1時 or 1時半頃にです。I think. Right now it is 1:30 p.m. here in Hong Kong. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, kanji is a little bit difficult. I do have an app called Kanji Tree that I've been using a little bit and it's been quite helpful. But that is the part of Japanese that I'm struggling with the most right now, beyond the grammar, which is a little bit difficult anyway. But just like knowing when do you say the one pronunciation, when do you say the other pronunciation? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. My God, look at all the Pokemon we've got down here. Serena, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for lurking. Okay, let's keep going. What else have we got? So yes, if anything comes up on Duolingo where you think your answer is right and it says that you are wrong, report it. Report it. By the way, I've been so lazy with my Duolingo studies over the last few weeks. Normally I do the bare minimum just to keep my streak. And you can see here the white line across the bottom. This is me comparing myself to Liam, who studies very hard. You can see this white line across the bottom all the way to Monday last week when I suddenly realized how hard I'm going to have to work to learn how to count in Japanese. And look, I started working hard. There was a jump after Monday. Um, by the way, if you want to have a look, this is the app that we're going to look at in a second, Infinite Japanese. Is there anything interesting that I've learned over the last week? Kumamon. A lot of this is just me keeping things for myself. Long, long man, Dragon Boost. What were we looking at here? Oh, okay then, guys. This is some hiragana for you this week. So katakana for you to learn this week. Does anybody know? Japanese people stay quiet. What is saida? The green characters down the top here. Saida. Saida. What is that? I love katakana because katakana is often used for foreign language loan words being used in Japanese. And saida is cider. That's easy to learn, right? Cider. Saida. Cider. Dragon Boost. What does that say? At the bottom here, energy dorinku. Is that right? Energy dorinku. That's English too. Energy drink. Energy dorinku. See, Japanese is easy, right? Energy dorinku. Energy drink. It feels easy. Like when you see things like this, Japanese suddenly feels really easy because you see things like Coca-Cola, frozen Coca-Cola in this. By the way, this is ridiculous, okay? I found this in Don Don Donki the other day. Okay, I found this in Don Don Donki. And this is frozen Coca-Cola. Costs about 3 times as much as the same volume of Coca-Cola. Now you can freeze Coca-Cola yourself, but or you can buy frozen Coca-Cola in Don Don Donki. Um, and at the bottom here, behind all of that frost, are the words frozen, frozen, frozen. Let it go. Coca-Cola frozen. Isn't this great? Um, this week I was happy to learn that the Japanese for cat for kitten is koneko. Neko is cat, right? Koneko is kitten. And inu is dog. Koinu, is that right? For puppy. So my question is, we have a hamster here. The hamster is sleeping right now, so I can't bring the hamster to show you. It's the middle of the day here, so I can't show you Jeffrey the hamster right now. But if a baby cat, a baby neko is a koneko, and a baby inu is a koinu, right? Is a baby hamusuta? Is that a kohamu? Kohamusuta? Is that right? Can we baby anything? Is a baby banana? Is a baby pineapple a pineapple? I don't know if we can call anything. What do you call a baby hamster? We will learn at some point. This isn't for the lesson. This is me looking at the Japan immigration specialists that are open down the road from here. Shall we move to Japan? Shall we? Shall we? Hold on a second. I've just missed some comments down here. There are a lot of loan words in Japan. I know. Also, hold on a second. The Japanese language has 3 types of characters: kanji, hiragana, and katakana, which Japanese people use freely and fluently. Yeah, I know. I've got to figure that out too. I've got to figure it out too. All right, well, hold on a second. Somebody raided me and I didn't know? I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Who's here? Matane 0412. Thank you so much for bringing 2 people with you. I didn't even see that. I'm supposed to get like an alert or something. I didn't even notice. I thought that was a follow. Thank you so much for raiding, and thank you for staying with me as well, guys. I didn't even realize what that was. Okay then. Hold on a second. Tanenobu says, I think the ko prefix can only for mammals. Okay, so koshi, koguma. Yeah, okay, so it's just for mammals. It's nice though, right? Hamster's a mammal, so kohamu, maybe? I also found out that you can't answer questions in Duolingo using emoji, unfortunately. Okay, what else is there? I was going to introduce some Japanese IRL streamers to you guys this week. And then I asked them whether or not they prefer Mushroom Mountain or Bamboo Village. They said Bamboo Village, not Mushroom Mountain. And I'm not sure if I can trust them anymore. Let's try this, by the way. Oh, guys, I have a question here. Does anybody know? Let's have a look here. Hold on. You've never heard of Kohamu, right? What do you call a baby hamster? Maybe baby hamsters are only babies for about a week and they don't have a name. So here's a question. So here we have our Kinoko no Yama, right? This time it's Yama, right? Is this Yama? Kinoko no Yama? Okay, so at the top here, it says Ichigo, strawberry. We've got that, Ichigo. And then over here, it says Shokora. Is that right? Shokora? But down here at the bottom, it says chocoretto. Chocoretto. What's the difference? What's going on here? Hold on a second. We have shokora and we have chocoretto. Aren't they both chocolate? There's 2 different ways of writing chocolate here on the same box, and I don't know what's going on. Does anybody know what the difference is between shokora and chocoretto? If you do know, please answer me down in the comments somewhere. Should we open this? By the way, Mushroom Mountain are delicious. They're absolutely delicious. I'm going to see if I can get me some Mushroom Mountain. I'm struggling to open this. if you have never tried mushroom mountains before, well, it's a bit of an ugly one. Here's an ugly mushroom for you, okay, guys? Here's an ugly mushroom. And you've got like a biscuit base at the bottom, and then they have this little chocolate cone at the top, and it looks like a mushroom. Now, normally it's just chocolate, but this one is chocolate and strawberry flavor. Sorry for the crunching. Oh, you've lost my face. So good. That is so good. That's really nice. Right, Tanenobu says, hold on a second. Tanenobu says, right, I wonder why shokora and chocolate are coexisting. Why? Why are they here together? Why? I don't get it. And is there a difference between them? Well, these all look like they've been like made at an angle. So good. Now I know it's hard to compare like chocolates and drinks. This so much better than this. This better than this. Okay? Facts. That's what you come here for, right? Facts. Oh my god. Um, in the lid of here, they're advertising Bamboo Village. Bamboo Village. How do you say village? Hold on. That's Takenoko no Sato. Is that right? Takenoko no Sato. And this is like an argument that people have. Which one is better? Mushroom Mountain or Bamboo Village? There are two snacks. They often have exactly the same flavors. They're from the same company. Which one is better? Answers down in the comments. Does anybody know? Hold on a second. Tanenobu says, I'm not sure, but I think that is the relation to like yard and garden. Oh, just like two different words for the same thing. So good. These are so good. Now, you can write down in the comments if you like whether you prefer Mushroom Mountain or Bamboo Village. But just remember, if you say Bamboo Village, you're out. I will never trust you again. Okay. So good. So back to what we've been doing. I've been using this app here called Infinite Japanese. And this app is basically just a vocabulary builder. And it teaches you things like numbers and colors and animals and things like that. If anyone here is watching who wants to improve their Japanese vocabulary, and if you are a complete beginner like me, this app is quite good. It's quite good. I was learning colors, and you'll see here there isn't much progress on the tablet version that I've got here. That's because I've got this on my phone, and on the phone version, I actually have more progress. Let me see if I can just pull it up. On the phone version, I have more progress, but the progress doesn't synchronize. Here you go. You can see that I'm not sure how well you can see that. On the phone, I've done a little bit more over there. But it basically teaches you vocabulary. So it teaches you numbers and colors and animals and things like that. And it's really good for, oh no, I just saw down here, Pikio says, I like Takenoko no Satoko better. Really? But with this one, you can hold the biscuit. Okay, you can actually hold onto the biscuit and not get chocolate over your hands. If you have Bamboo Village, your fingers are going to be covered in chocolate. Think about that. Oh, twins, how are you doing? Twin says, I bought that thing and not my Happy Meal. Blanches. These are so good. They are so good. Thank you for being here. In Japan, Mushroom Village and Takenoko Village, Bamboo Village, are at long war over the same niche. This is serious. Um, have any of you ever played a game on Nintendo Switch called Splatoon? Splatoon is a a game where you play these little squids and octopuses, and you run around shooting each other with paint. And every month, I think it used to be, they would have a competition in Splatoon called a Splatfest. And in the Splatfest, um, you would pick a side. You would pick like ketchup or mayonnaise, ice cream and cake. You would pick a side and they would battle it out and see who the winner is. And I remember maybe 2 years ago. Oh no, I've got a dead mushroom. I've got a dead mushroom here. Sorry. I know you didn't come here to watch me eat Mushroom Mountain. Um, they actually did a Splatfest where it was uh, Konoko no Yama versus Takenoko no Sato. Mushroom Mountain versus Bamboo Village. Mushroom Mountain won because they're better. Okay, so anyway, I was learning colors using this app last week, and I'm going to show you the app in just a second. But they teach you like all of the colors in Japanese. Well, all of them. They teach you a few of them, right? And the app is quite good at getting into your head. I was walking to meet my wife at a shopping mall, and I walked past this advertisement on the street. And as I walked past, I heard the voice of this app saying, Aka, in my brain. I heard it. This app brainwashes you. So if you are a complete beginner at Japanese, this app is quite good at brainwashing you with basic vocabulary. I was just walking down the street and I had this intrusive voice in my head saying, Aka, as soon as I saw the red poster. So it works. I think it works. Guys, this is the longest Japanese sentence I have ever written. And I got it right. What was it again? Tanaka-san wa Tokyo ni sunde imasu yo ne. Well, the longest Japanese sentence I have ever written in my life. Okay, that's enough show and tell. I'm going to jump into that app and show you how this works. So let me just show you the settings for a second. I'll turn on the sound and I'll try and connect the sound to the computer. So I hope that you can hear this. Please wait just a moment while I try to get my sound connected. Let's see if we can do this. Can we get sound? We can't always. Can we get sound? Start now. Press enter. Hopefully, you will get sound from the app in just a second. I hope that you can. Hold on a second. What's the meaning of aka? Oh, I'll show you in a second. Okay. So let's have a look here. Kuri, how are you doing? It's nice to see you today. Thank you for the stream earlier. Kuri streams Pokemon Go, and she's really good at hosting raids. So I was very, very happy to. I wasn't in the raids today because I'm all raided out right now, but it was really good watching your stream. I enjoy watching your stream. Every Monday morning before work, I have you in my headphones on the way to work. Um, it's nice to see you. Yeah, we've got a couple of people here. Flanchis is in here as well, and she's learning some Japanese colors. Kuri's Japanese is very good, so I don't know how useful this app is to you, but it can teach you. Now, I've set this to difficulty hard, okay? You can learn Japanese vocabulary using Romaji, using the English pronunciation, using Hiragana or Katakana, or using Kanji. And the reason that I've set this up to use Hiragana is because I've been studying Duolingo for 85 days now. And a lot of the app, Duolingo, is like translating from English to Japanese and Japanese to English. And there is so much translating going on that I find that I'm a little bit slow at reading and slow at responding because the app is always encouraging you to, what's this in English? What's this in Japanese? And I don't think that's really how languages are spoken. Like I speak Cantonese. Um, 大家好, Anthony. I speak I speak Cantonese, and I never think when I'm speaking Cantonese, I never translate that into English in my mind. I just speak Cantonese. So I was looking for some apps that were just in Japanese that I could use to just focus on Japanese. And this one is quite good. So again, the level is quite basic, um, but I think it's quite good. So let's look at colors. And Flanchis is about to learn aka.
青
Ow, blue.
青
Ow, blue. Okay,
緑
midori.
青
Ow. Hold on a second. What's this one?
青
Ow. I need to turn up the volume. I can't hear it.
青
Ow, blue.
緑
Midori, green.
青
Ow, blue. Okay, starts off super simple. They throw colors at you and they say the word over your headphones or just out of the phone speaker and you pick it. They start with two, like ow and midori, okay? And you choose which one it is. When you get to higher levels,
focus is
oh
getting
God.
you speaking. That's why we skip the translation. Instead,
Yeah, skip
we
the
kickstart
translation.
your
That's what I
natural
was
ability
saying.
to learn in context, making deeper.
Maybe I should be using Rosetta Stone. Maybe. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. So,
赤
aka. That's what Twins was asking before. Ow. Okay, now you'll notice here that it's
緑
starting to put
青
ow.
緑
Too fast.
赤
Aka.
青
Ow. Midori. Is that going to be the next one?
赤
Aka. Ow.
赤
Aka.
緑
Midori. Ow. Now, you will notice here. Yeah, protect the earth. Am I right? It's like Space Invaders, but for learning vocabulary. And oh wow, we've unlocked the category vegetables. You will notice here, not once do they say "ao" is blue, "midori" is green. They don't say that. They just say the word "ao," and you have to hit blue. If you have problems with your color vision, maybe skip this unit. To be honest, sometimes the colors look quite similar anyway, because a lot of the colors are pastel shades, so it can be a little bit difficult to see the difference between like purple and pink, or gray and black, because the black isn't very black anyway. Um, but the app is really good because it throws these words at you, and like as you study the app to higher levels, it's mainly doing hiragana. Sometimes it will say it over your headphones. Sometimes it will show it on the screen, and it forces you to react quickly. So what I've been doing, if I jump back, is going to be another ad. Okay, what I've been doing is I've been trying to 3-star every level before I move on. Now this is numbers. Hold on a second. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I've been trying to 3-star all of them, and I find that my reading is getting faster because yeah, we have to protect the earth. Am I right? So this is the review. Ni, ichi. So you see how this works? San. And sometimes you'll get like 5 or 6 coming down together. Sometimes there will be like a meteor behind a meteor. So you'll clear one, and then there'll be another one immediately behind it. But it's really good. Ichi. You see, like we've got 3 here. Hold on. Roku. Ah, Nana. Ah, Rei. My God, too many. Rei.
9
Q. It's good, right? Ju. I think you could do this. Right? I think even if let's come up before the earth dies. I think that like even if you are not a beginner at Japanese, even if you're intermediate, this is still quite good at speeding up your reactions. It's a fun game. And again, it's not relying on any translation at all. So if we jump into animals,
犬、
inu or koinu, we just learned
猫、
neko. Again, it's not telling
Neko.
you cat or
Neko.
dog. Neko,
犬、
inu. It's really good. I like this app. It is free on the Google Play Store. I think that it's probably free on iOS as well, but you never can tell. There could be an Apple tax here. But let me just have a look back here at the ad-free version. Okay, so the ad-free version, if I'm correct, okay, the ad-free version is 55 Hong Kong dollars. How much is that US? Hold on a second. 55 Hong Kong dollars. How much is that? 55 Hong Kong dollars is 7 US dollars for the ad-free version. It's a little bit expensive for what it is, I guess, but there is an insane difficulty option, which sounds fun. Neko means cat. It does. It really does. Kuri, this is called, hold on, it's in the description on the YouTube. It's called Infinite Japanese. Okay, hold on, let me just show you. Where was it? I think I've got it here somewhere. There we go. Infinite Japanese. This is the app. Free on the Google Play Store and probably free on iOS as well. To be honest, if I get like a lot of use out of this app, if I keep using it for the next few weeks, I might get the paid version just to say thank you to the developers and to stop those ads, sorry. But yeah, it's been really good so far. And so one more thing here. So let me just show you how this can be a little bit different. If you are trying to learn kanji, you can do that here. You can change it to kanji. And we can jump into fruit.
リンゴ、
Ringo, we know that.
バナナ、
Okay, I just forgot. Because this is the first time I'm doing it,
リンゴ、
it's just saying the word.
バナナ、
Banana,
バナナ、
banana,
バナナ、
banana,
バナナ、
banana. Hold on, let me just fly
Banana.
through this. Banana, I know. Ringo, banana. Let's just quickly jump onto the next one while skipping the ad for Rise of Empires. Wait, isn't this just Age of Empires? Okay. Let's see if we
オ
get...
レンジ、
No, I wanted kanji. Give me some kanji. Ah, here we go. Ringo is written like that. That's how you write Ringo. Oh, bye Earth. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And we're dead. So you could use this to learn kanji as well. If you are a complete beginner who hasn't learned hiragana or katakana yet, I would suggest that you learn hiragana or katakana, but that wouldn't stop you from using this because you can actually do the same thing in romaji, which basically means having it written out in ABCs instead of a, I, U, E, Os. So if we jump back into fruit,
オレンジ、
orange, here we go, ringo. It's got it written in ABCs. And we're dead. So, based on my experience of using Infinite Japanese over the last week, it's good. And I'm going to use this to kind of like speed up my hiragana and katakana reading because I think that I really need to do it. Oh my goodness, I just realized that my bot is saying you can follow AnthonyKel Yip on Instagram and Twitter. YOLO. Follow. There should be an F there. Can we have an F down there in the comments, please? Yeah, Kuri, I think have a go. It's really good. I really like this app. Okay, let's jump into some Duolingo and see how we're doing this week. Kuri-chan, do you have Duolingo? Do you use Duolingo at all? Because I don't think I have you added. Let me see who I do have added. Let's just drop down here. We have Gavin, who may or may not be watching right now. Can we see Gavin down there in the Pokemon? Nope, Gavin is not here. Gavin has been studying harder than me this week. Wait, what? Gavin is ridiculous. Gavin, I don't think you're watching right now, but if you watch the replay, you are ridiculous. Look at that XP. Now, let me put this into context. I have done more Duolingo this week than I have done in a very long time. But if you look at my line down here, it is insignificant compared to the power of Gavin's Duolingoing. My God. How does he do it? And I'm like number 1 in my league this week. Liam is probably asleep right now. It's very early in the UK. And Liam has... Oh, he did better than me yesterday. He did. So yeah, Liam is working at about the same level as me, as far as Duolingo is concerned. I was watching... By the way, if any of you know Liam, where is his username? His username on Twitch is... I'm going to have to type this out so that you can see what it is. I'll see if I can find it. But Liam is doing Duolingo streams as well. He's in the UK. Let me just see if I can find him. Hold on a second. So his time zones are a little bit different to mine. Let me just grab a link. Okay. If you go over to twitch.tv/
Okay. Let's do some more Japanese practice.
This is where Liam is.
Just going to refresh to check.
I don't think he's streaming right now. I think he's offline right now. But Liam is learning Japanese as well. He's a little bit ahead of me on his Duolingo, and he studies so hard. He studies so much harder than me. So if you're looking for a Duolingo fix in a different time zone, check out Dumb Cresco Sparrow on twitch.tv. I've dropped the link down there. Okay, let's get back to work, shall we? And see how we're doing with our counting. So you can see this week I've gone from level 0 to level 5 in counting. It doesn't mean that I'm good at it, but it does mean that I'm not getting quite so much of a headache studying counting in Japanese. But let's try this. Learn from your mistakes. So many mistakes. Fix these errors to perfect your skills and earn an extra +5 XP. Great. Oh no, Kuri says you don't have it anymore. Let me get it back. It didn't save anything. Yeah, I thought that my Duolingo hadn't saved anything, but I logged in on the wrong account. I can't remember whether I used Google to log in or if I just used the wrong email address. These are so good. I shouldn't be stopping to eat in the middle of a sentence, right? But yeah, I thought that I'd lost my progress, but actually I hadn't. So maybe try a different account, maybe. 3 apples, please. How do we say that? Is there anyone in the chat who knows how to say 3 apples, please? Because this is Japanese, we are not going to put 3 first. We're going to put the apples first. So we just learned from Infinite Japanese. Apple is ringo. Is that right? Oh, no. Ringo. Apple. Now, it does suggest that I type the apple emoji there. Don't do it. Duolingo, turns out, does not accept emoji as an answer. Ringo o kudasai. Is that right? Oh no, 3 apples. What am I doing? I just wrote apple, please. Ringo kudasai. Ringo. Apples are ko. San ko. Is that right? Oh, but Duolingo keeps telling me that I can't write 3 as a number. So do I need to write it in kanji? If so, how do I write it? Oh, there it is. Ringo san ko. No, I'm missing a ga. Where does ga need to be? Do I need a ga in here? Or not? Let's find out. No, we don't. Ringo san ko kudasai. Ringo san ko kudasai. Is that right? Is that right? Maybe?
机が一つあります。
Can you hear that, by the way? I'm not sure if you can hear the sound very clearly because the sound is a little bit low. Tell me if it's too quiet or too loud.
机が一つあります。
Did anyone hear what that said? 机が
机が一つあります。
机が一つあります。机 is desk, right?
机
が
が机が一つあります。
Now, I was talking to Liam last week, and Liam tells me that it shouldn't be ga. That it shouldn't be nga. Here it says,
机が一つあります。
on Duolingo it says 机が. But Liam tells me that you don't say it like that. He says it should be 机が
机が一つあります。
一
一
つ
つ
あります。
あります。
And again, notice here it says 一つ. So we're using the pronunciation 人 for one instead of 一. Okay? 机が一つあります. One. Oh, there is one desk. For me too. 机が一つあります. There is one desk. There is one apple. This time we are not going to say hito because apple is a small round thing. So we are going to use ko. What was apple again? Ringo. Ringo. Ga. Not hitotsu. It should be ikko. Not even ichigo. Ikko. Ringo ikko. Arimasu. Is that right? Ringo ga ikko. Arimasu. Says that it's right. My previous mistakes are corrected. I will eat 2 eggs. Has anybody got any idea? I used to hate eggs when I was younger. Not even hate, I just never ate them. And I think the first time I ate like an egg was when I was 18 years old. And my friend who I was with thought that it was ridiculous that I had never eaten an egg in my life. That I was at my friend's house because I'm vegetarian, and I was vegetarian when I was a teenager as well. I went to visit my friend, and she asked me, how do you like your eggs cooked? Because she was looking for something vegetarian that she could give me. How do you like your eggs cooked? I'm going to stop eating these. And my answer was, I don't know. Because it suddenly dawned on me that I had never eaten egg. I'd eaten egg in things, like you would have like a cake has egg in it, right? And I'd certainly eaten a lot of cake. Yeah, her first question was, can you eat egg? And my automatic answer was yes. How do you like it cooked? I don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten egg. And she cooked me some egg, and I didn't like it. It wasn't nice. Egg yolk is disgusting. And then I remember going home and asking my mother, why have I never eaten egg in my whole life? And she said to me, you don't like egg. And I said, I know that now, but I have no memory of having ever eaten egg in my entire life. And my mom thought about it, and then she said that she remembered that when I was a baby and I had first started eating food, like food, she had tried putting egg in my mouth as a child. She had tried feeding me egg when I was very young. And she said every time she put egg in my mouth, I spat it out. And that has continued to this day. Although I'm much better with eggs now. I try to eat more eggs. I have this idea in my head that maybe I need more protein. Maybe. So I try to eat more eggs now. But yeah, I'm not the person who will say, I will eat 2 eggs. But let's try and write it. Egg is tamago. Tamagotchi. No, tamago. Tamago. Right? Tamago. Oh, 2 eggs. Egg should be ko because it's small and round. So, how do you, so it should be niko. Is that right? Tamago niko. But because Duolingo hates the numbers, we're going to change that to kanji ni. Tamago niko. Not kudasai. Kudasai is please. Tabemasu. Is that right? Okay. 卵2個食べます。Is that correct? 卵を2個食べます。Okay. We're doing okay here. And again, you can see here what I was saying about the grammar here. Let's look at this. 卵 egg 2個 2食べます will eat. Eggs 2 will eat. This grammar is amazing. There are 4 tables. Now, table is not tukue. Tukue is like a desk. Table is teburu. Teburu. Okay. There are 4 tables. Teburu. Tebu. Oh, it should be a long teburu. Oh, tebusu. Teburu. Okay. Teburu. Teburu. Ga. It's not ko. It's yotsu. Is that right? Yo. Meaning tsu. Teburu yotsu. Teburu ga yotsu. Arimasu. Kuri, is that correct? Teburu ga yotsu arimasu. Well, hey, we're doing well. We're doing very well today. Oh, I'm doing so much better than last week. Last week I was just, if I had hair, I would have been pulling it out. It was ridiculous. And I was just struggling to get my head around the grammar. And I don't, yeah. But at the same time, I was thinking, if I put in the effort, I'm sure it will be okay. And yeah, 1 week later, and I do feel a little bit better. 2 eggs, please. Tamako. I don't think I ever had a Tamagotchi. Tamako. Oh. Niko. Is that right? Tamago niko. Kudasai. Tamago niko. Kudasai. I kind of want a Tamagotchi. I think right now my Pokemon Go buddy is my Tamagotchi because I have to play with it every day. I mean, we don't have to, you know, clean its poo or anything like you had to with Tamagotchis. Okay, 9 things. Remember, Japanese numbers have measure words at the end of them, right? So like a loaf of bread, right? You have a loaf of bread. There's a measure word when you are counting things in Japanese. Of course, this is easy to get right. Wait, hold on a second. Aren't these things that I got wrong before? How did I get this wrong?
9つ
I think you're lying, Duolingo. There's no way that I got this wrong. But listen to this.
9つ
Doesn't it sound like coconuts? Kokonotsu. Kokonotsu.
机が8つあります
Hold on, let me listen.
机が8つあります
Tsukue ga yatsu arimasu. Why are my headphones so quiet? I'm not even hearing what they're saying properly.
机が8つあります
Tsukue ga yatsu arimasu. Is that 8? Yatsu? Yotsu is 4. Yatsu, I think, is 8. Tsukue ga yatsu arimasu. There are 8 desks. Yeah, there are 8 desks. And do you see what I mean when I say that Duolingo always has you translating things? Maybe I should try that Rosetta Stone. Okay, 8 things. Yatsu,
8つ
yatsu,
9つ
kokonotsu, coconuts. Excuse me. 9 things. We are 1 hour into our stream now, and I've drunk this much pineapple ramen, which just goes to show pineapple ramen is not great. Not great at all. Kokonotsu, 9 things. Okay, 10 right in a row. 4 things. Should be yotsu. Is that right?
4つ
So let me just try and see if I can remember these. 1 thing should be hitotsu.
1つ
3 things should be mitsu.
3つ
2 things should be futatsu.
2つ
Futatsu. And we have 4つ。
4つ。
9 coconuts. Wait. Yeah. But coconut is round. So if I say 9 coconuts, it wouldn't be kokonotsu, right? Because kokonotsu is for like other things, not for something round like a coconut. Right?
椅子が7つあります。
椅子が7つあります。There are 7つ 7 tables. Chairs. There are 7 chairs. 椅子が7つあります。There are 7, of course, chairs. There are 7 chairs. 椅子が7つあります。7つ。You may know the word nana from the wonderful movie Nana. It might be wonderful. I'm scared that if I go back and watch it now that it won't be any good. Okay. 8 things. 8つ。
8つ。
This is one that I struggle to get my tongue around. 5 things. 5つ。5つ。5つ。5つ。
5つ。
5つ. Kuri says you've just finished your placement test thing. Lol. Keep going, Kuri. Have you got an account yet? If you have, we can add each other. You can add me here, Kuri, with AnthonyKel. Big A, big K, and just Kel. Because I don't think it would let me have a longer name than that. Hold on a second, Flan. She says watching anime has helped a lot with some words. Yeah, my boy watches anime. And sometimes when I'm studying, he will hear words and he will tell me what they mean just because he's heard them in anime. For me, I don't watch very much Japanese like TV or anime or anything like that these days. I watched it a little years ago, but I don't think I was paying enough attention to what I was watching. But yeah, I don't consume enough Japanese kind of like TV shows or anime or anything like that. I do sometimes listen to Japanese music. If you check out my YouTube music, let me have a look here. If you check out I bet Ayumi is right at the top. Hamasaki Ayumi, right there. Because I have spent an inordinate amount of time listening to her. I listen to other stuff too. We've got Black Eyed Peas over there. I also listen to Laruku. You can see Hide. Is that how you say it? Hide. So yeah, I do listen to a fair amount of Japanese music, but I don't really watch that much TV. That said, over the last few weeks, I have been watching a few more like Japanese Twitch streamers, and I'm hoping that I can pick up a little bit of Japanese from them. Hopefully. We will see. Kuri, thank you. When I finish this, I will add you back. Okay, so we have 8つ。
8つ。
5つ。
5つ。
It wasn't 6, it was 6つ
6つ。
and 7つ.
7つ。
And we want 7 things, 7つ. Okay, got
机
it.
が5つあります。
Oh, let me listen again.
机が5つあります。
机が5つ。机が5つあります. There are 5 desks. There are 5 desks. 机が5つあります. There are 5 desks. Okay.
リンゴが1個あります。
It's different, right? It's not hitotsu. It's
リンゴが1個あります。
there's 1 apple. リンゴが
リンゴが
1
1
個
個
あ
あり
り
ま。
ますす。リンゴが1個あります。リンゴが1個あります。リンゴが1個あります。It's a little bit hard to get out. リンゴが1個あります. Is that okay? Hold on a second. If I'm not following Pulse JP, he mostly speaks English, but he does Japanese every now and then. He loves practicing with viewers. I'm going to follow right now before I forget. Hold on a second. Thank you, Kuri. Let me just jump into Twitch. What was that again? It's Pulse JP. Okay, quick search here. twitch.tv/pulsejp. Got it. They're not live right now, but I'm going to hit that follow and I will watch them next time. Okay. Thank you, Kuri. I will definitely be watching them. He's a variety streamer, a funny guy. He does live too. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely watch. I've been watching a few people. There's one, a lady in Japan who is actually originally from China. So she speaks English, Chinese, and Japanese, and her son studied here in Hong Kong. What's her name? Tracy, I think her name is. Tracy Halma. And she streams over there. I sometimes watch her streams, but she's not streaming all the time. And I have watched a couple of Japanese teachers as well who do live streams. And yeah, I think it's quite helpful, especially when you watch IRL streamers, because they're often talking to people around them, and you can hear like how the language is actually spoken rather than how Duolingo thinks it's spoken. Okay, let's keep going.
椅子が5つあります。
Hold on a second. Do it, Flanches. Do it, absolutely. I'm going to recommend a couple of apps to you to use. Have you ever learned before? Because if you have, I think that your approach will be slightly different if you are a complete beginner or if you've learned a little bit before. But I can recommend some apps to you if you want to learn. It's not just Duolingo. There's plenty of things that we can do here. But no, I won't do it by myself. I won't last a month. Flanches, if you download Duolingo and if you add me, I will make sure that you're doing it, because every week I will go down my friends list. I will click in there, and if you're not doing it, I will call you out live on stream for not working hard enough, and that will make you study harder. Okay? So download Duolingo, and I will shame you in public if you're not studying hard enough. If that's what you want. If that's what you want. I will shame you. But this is like constructive shaming, right? Like when I was shaming Zen the other day for not sending gifts in Pokemon Go, I felt really guilty because I know that he's busy and I know that it's like hard to send gifts to so many people. And I called him out on never sending gifts. And the next day he sent me one on Pokemon Go. And I felt so guilty opening his gift that I have never shamed him again into sending things out. But I will shame you into learning Japanese. Trust me. I will make sure that you're doing it. Okay? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Ayo, but you haven't taken your classes this week. Lol. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, what have we got here? I completely forgot what he said. Isu ga itsutu arimasu. There are 5 isu.
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
Okay. That was a long, complicated sentence. Listen to that again. I hope you can hear it.
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
部屋には in the room.
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
There are 5 tables in the room. Okay, that's the answer. But that's not the order. They have 部屋には. 部屋には. Where is には?
には
部屋には.
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
テーブル in katakana. テー
テーブル
が
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
Oh, いくつ. I thought it was いつつ. いくつ. It's a question. How many tables are in the room? I told you I didn't know how to do this. いくつありますか? I thought it was いつつ. I thought they were asking, are there 5 tables in the room? It's not. The question is, how many tables are in the room? 部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか?
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
Can we say that faster? 部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか? テーブル部屋には in the room 部屋にはテーブルがいくつ
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか? It's with these long sentences. I find myself like stumbling as I get to the end. In English too. 部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか? How many tables are in the room? 部屋には椅子がいくつありますか? 部屋には机がいくつありますか? Maybe.
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか?
You calling me a pig, Francis? Okay, let's keep going.
部屋には椅子がいくつありますか?
Hey, that was my example that I just gave.
部屋には椅子がいくつありますか?
Duolingo is slightly psychic.
部屋には椅子がいくつありますか?
That is exactly what I just said, right?
部屋には椅子がいくつありますか?
部屋には
には
椅子が椅子がいくつ
いくつ
ありますか?
ありますか?
部屋には椅子がいくつありますか? 部屋には椅子がいくつありますか? Maybe.
卵が1個あります。
卵1個あります。
卵が1個あります。
1個
1個あり
あります。
卵を3個食べます。
There are 3 eggs.
卵卵を3個食べます。
Oh, no. It's not there are 3 eggs. It's I will eat 3 eggs.
卵を3個食べます。
卵を3個
食べ
食べます。卵を3個食べます。Yay! Streamlabs is still saying "ollo" instead of "follow." Can I fix that? That's embarrassing. Let me just jump into CloudBot and give him a slap. Give myself a slap. I wrote it. Okay, let's jump into CloudBot. Where does it say you can ollo? You can ollo. Wait, I can't even find it. Hugs, the stream has been live. Here's a list. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, it's on timers. Timers. You can ollo. Sorry. You can follow. That'll be back in 29 minutes. And hopefully there will be an F. Thank you very much, Rika Chet. Thank you for watching as well. I'm very happy to see you all here. And there you go, 85 days of Duolingo. And I can now say, I will eat 3 eggs. Blanches, let me just show you something, okay? I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3 apps. Although the first one is like a pair of apps. If you need to learn Hiragana and Katakana, the 2 main Japanese alphabets that you need to have before you start doing anything, there is an app here called Hiragana Pro, and it's a flashcard app where it will give you a word in Japanese, and then you have to say what it is, and you just keep working your way through it until you get them all right. It's quite a good app. Okay, it is quite a good app. You can try that one. Also, in Duolingo right now, they didn't have this before, but they have it now. There is a page here called Learn Hiragana and Learn Katakana. You can see here that I have aced learning Katakana because I was particularly bad at it. But before you do other things, I strongly suggest that you focus on Hiragana and Katakana first. Okay, so you can either use Hiragana Pro or Katakana Pro, or you could just use the Hiragana and Katakana sections on Duolingo, and at least then you'll be able to like read what they're writing. And then if you want to learn some basic vocabulary, Infinite Japanese. It's quite good. It's quite good. Should we try something new? Is there anything here that I haven't done yet? Oh, I haven't got past checkpoint 2, so we can't do anything completely new. I've tried to learn kanji, but I am dumb. No, kanji is difficult. But let me show you this, Planches. If we jump into Pokemon Home, there's going to be some music here. I think I'm going to turn off the sound. Sorry, I'm so sleepy today. Okay, I've just turned off the sound for you. So if we jump into Pokemon Home, okay, and I can't remember what language I'm in here. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, this is my Pokemon Home app. And my Pokemon Home app right here is set up just using hiragana. There's no kanji in here at all. And that's because, like, even in Japan, they know that kanji is difficult. They know that kanji is difficult to learn. So what you can do is you can, with some apps that are kind of like aimed at children, you can just have it in kana and no kanji. So if I look here, it says Nihongo Hiragana. Now, that isn't 100% true. This is Nihongo Hiragana and Katakana. Or maybe more correctly, Nihongo no kanji. Okay? Now, you can actually change this to have Nihongo kanji right there. So if you use the Pokemon Home app, you could have this with normal Japanese, as it would be written in Japanese, with hiragana, katakana, and kanji all together. Or you could use it on baby-ass baby mode. So yeah, if you're having problems with kanji, I strongly suggest you use baby-ass baby mode for now and slowly learn kanji at a later date. You don't need to rush into kanji, okay? You don't need to rush. And I used to know, well, I still do know, but she's not living in Hong Kong anymore. But I know a Japanese teacher, Japanese language teacher, and she was telling me that, like, when you look at primary school books, at the beginning, they're just written in hiragana. They don't even bother with kanji at the very beginning, and they slowly start learning more and more kanji as they go through. So yeah, learn your hiragana, then learn your katakana, and then slowly learn your kanji, and don't worry too much about kanji yet. I mean, like, try to learn it, but don't stress about it or anything. You'll pick it up. You'll pick it up. If however many hundreds of millions of Japanese people could pick it up, we can pick it up, right? Hold on, what's going on right now? Don't mind us, Anthony. We are memeing. You keep memeing, okay? I've got to put this at the bottom of the ramen rankings. I haven't even finished yet. Normally I'll wait till I get to the end of the drink before ranking them. But I'm sorry. Pineapple, is it worse than orange? Yeah, it's worse than orange. So no, it's not worse than orange. And the reason I'm saying it's not worse than orange was that the orange ramen had like a bit of an aftertaste to it that I didn't like, whereas the pineapple one doesn't. Let's just write this down. Hold on a second. Pineapple. Don't mind me. This is just a weird thing that I do every week. Let me just emoji this. Pineapple. And then we're going to write down. How did they write? I think they just wrote Payin. Okay. Pa. Ten. It. Pain. Flavor. I'm going to use the handwriting keyboard to write this. Pineapple flavor by Hatta. Not great. Sorry, Hatta. You've got the best ramen and the worst. Not good. Do not recommend. Sorry. Strawberry, though. Ichigo. Recommend. So we get back to some Duolingo. I really want to get a job and buy Japanese stuff. Just take it. Melon ramen is my favorite one, says Rikachet. I think I've got some melon in the. I think I've got melon ramen in the fridge. I'll try that one next week. I'm going to try that one on screen next week and see if it's nice. I don't know whether it is or not. Okay. I'm still eating way too much of the best version of this biscuit. Okay. Shall we do routines? Home. Intro. Intro. What is intro? Where do you live? In English, we will say, I live in somewhere. In Japanese, you end your sentence with the phrase, sundeimasu. Oh, I've lost my sound. Say that again.
住んでいます。
Sundeimasu. Now remember to use ni after the location. So, Tokyo ni sundeimasu.
東京に住んでいます。
Tokyo ni sundeimasu. Hong Kong ni sundeimasu. How about you? Where do you guys live? Hong Kong ni sundeimasu. I live in Hong Kong. As for age, we say something like I'm 10 years old in English. In Japanese, you would use sai.
年、
Toshi? Come on, Duolingo. You say that we pronounce this word sai, and then when I press it, you say
年、
toshi. Come on.
13歳です。
13歳です. Oh, no, not me. I am 38歳です. 38歳です. And if you don't speak Japanese, I'm not telling you how old I am. 38歳です. Oh. In Japanese, this is especially useful information. You can often address people older than you with more politeness. If I'm older than you, be polite, Flanches. Be polite to me. What did Ricochet say? Canada ni. Oh. Canada? You're in Canada? Canada. Hold on a second. I'm missing so much in the chat here. Because I'm studying too hard. That's why I'm missing it all. I'm studying too hard. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I really want to get a job, buy Japanese stuff. Move, right? Move to Japan, please. I saw some video of Pokemon merch that you can order, plushies, Pokeballs, etc. The Pokemon Center in Tokyo is amazing. And then Rika says, Canada ni sunde imasu. Candy boxes. Be careful with the candy boxes, Flanches, because I saw there's some like overseas agents selling Japanese candy boxes, and they're not necessarily great. So if you get them like from Japan, you might get some good ones. If you get agents overseas sending candy boxes, they might not be great and they might be expensive. Although in Hong Kong, we now have a shop called, oh no, broken mushroom. We have a shop in Hong Kong called Don Don Donki, which is a Japanese discount store, and it's in a lot of places. It's originally from Japan. And I can buy so much candy now. It's ridiculous. Okay. Pronunciation changes to look out for. 1歳, 8歳, 10歳, or 38歳. That's me. Please be respectful. Oh no, you're not the one paying. Okay, but still. Hold on a second. Here, sundeimasu. Should it be here ni sundeimasu? Okay, with some feeling. Now, this is something that I think that I need to listen to more native speakers to get a handle on. So, in Japanese and in Cantonese, in Hong Kong, we have these endings on sentences. So, if I add the word ma to a sentence in Cantonese, it makes it a question. In the same way that if you add ka to a sentence in Japanese, it makes it into a question. There are some words that tell you different things. So putting yo at the end of a sentence adds emphasis. So desu yo. More emphasis. Now, the translation they give here is, that is right, you know. I don't know if I'm really getting a good handle on what they mean by that is right, you know. I'm going to take what they said at the beginning and just say that it's got emphasis, often when you are saying new information to the listener. Oh, so this, yo. Maybe, maybe. Um, so I think that like for these ending particles, I'm not sure what you would call them. Uh, I'm gonna try to listen to more like streamers and more people speaking Japanese natively to get an idea of what does this end of a sentence feel like, right? 違いますよ。違います。違いますよ。違いは何ですか？違いますよ。You can also add net, which I've heard, but again, I don't really have a strong feeling for what net will mean. So if you add a net when you expect a listener to agree with you or show approval, like adding right to the end of a sentence when you're not actually looking for an answer. So it's like a rhetorical question. You can even have yo and net in the same sentence. Yoroshiku ne. So like I understand what they said here, but I don't know how yoroshiku and yoroshiku ne, what is the difference there? I don't think that I've got an idea yet. そうですよね. Maybe somebody knows. I'm sure somebody knows. I don't know yet. Oh no, more broken mushrooms. そうですよね. Oh, Japanese, normally we don't need to worry about plurals, but if you want to make something a plural, you have tachi. 中学生たち. Students with an S. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Rikachet says, in the same way we can think of ka as a question mark, we can think of yo as an exclamation mark. That is so clear. そうですよ is like telling you. そうですよ it's an exclamation mark. Oh, thank you. Why didn't they just say that? Okay. Okay. Yo is a question mark. Let's find matching pairs. 留学.
留学、
Are you still getting the sound?
留学、
Yes. 留学. Hold on a second. Ne is similar to the meaning of like right, huh, isn't it, when we speak English. Okay, so it's like expecting someone to agree. Is that right? Okay. So ですね. Maybe. Maybe. Your what hurts? Sorry, the writing's too small, twins. Welcome back. Thank you. We're still here. We're still trying to learn Japanese. Okay. Ryugaku is an exchange student. Ryugaku. Now, I wonder if that is only a foreign exchange student or is it any exchange student? Ryugaku. 5歳.
5歳、
5 years old. 年生?
年生、
年生. Okay. Oh, what was primary school? Is it 小学?
小学、
小学. And this one is 外人の外. No, 外.
外、
Soto. Ashazu-san, konnichiwa. Hey Ashaz, how are you doing? We're learning Japanese with Duolingo. By the way, Ashaz, we have a new app that we're using as well called Infinite Japanese. If you also want to improve your vocabulary, it's quite good. There's a link in the YouTube comments, and I've also put a link onto the Discord server, the super secret Discord server.
中学生ですか？
中学生ですか? Are you a middle school student? Yep. 中学生ですか? Are you a middle school student? 中学生ですか? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Ashada-san said, bro, change your YouTube logo to the one which you keep for the Discord. I might do. I'm not sure yet. I've only just put it on the Discord. Again, this is the super secret Discord server that we don't tell anybody about. Yeah, if anyone does want to. If any of you want to join our super secret Discord server, by the way, hold on a second. Let me see if I can throw this into the chat. Blip. Did that work? If anyone would like to join our super secret Discord server, there is a link down there. And I do have a new logo, which I made like yesterday or the day before, and I'm a little bit proud of. 小学、
小学、
住み、
住み、
like where do you live? Like 香港に住んでいます。住み。
年生、
年生、年生。This one is もし、
もし、
もし。Yeah, this is a different one. So they talk about もし, like when you introduce yourself. Because at the beginning, Duolingo was like, 私の名前は Anthony Kelly です. And it sounds kind of formal or a little bit weird. 私の名前は Anthony です. Using もし sounds like it should be more natural, right? Right? Maybe. 京都、
京都、
京都。
小学2年生です。
ラムネ。ラムネです。Okay, let's keep going. Where did we get to? Oh, 小学
小学2年生、
2年生です。I'm a second grader. 小学2年生です。小学2年生です。Right? I am a second grader. Kuri, what grade are you in? Anthony's an angel putting up without. I'm not putting up with your crap. I'm ignoring it. It's completely different. It is completely different. I'm a second grader. Wait. We just learned that. We just learned that, and I can't remember how to say it because of you two making trouble in the comments. I'm a second grader. Where are we? What was it? 2年生。2年生。2年生。2年生うん。2年生の学生です。2年生。2年学生です。How do we say this? Kuri-chan, stop playing. Tell me how to say this. I wasn't paying attention. They told me the answer 2 minutes ago and I can't remember what it is. 2年生学生です。It sounds wrong. 学生です。2年生学生です。2年生の学生です。I don't know how to say it. Da-dun. 小学2年生です。You have to say that you're an elementary school student, a primary school student. They didn't say that. They just said I'm a second grader.
中学生です。
I'm a middle schooler. I blame Curry for not helping me. I blame you. I am a middle school student. 中学生です. So it's 小学生です. 中学生です. But high school is like 高考. 高学. I can't. High school is different. I remember. 中学生です. I'm a fourth grader. 小学4年生です. Right? 小学 Wait, how do we write 小? しよう Show? No? Oh, maybe mini show? Sho? How do we write this? Sho, sho, shogaku. Let's have a look. How do you write it? Shio. That's what I wrote. I wrote shio, but it didn't come out. Shio. I wrote it. It's not coming. Oh, it's right there on the side. I missed it. I missed it. You're a junior high student. How do we say that in Japanese? Shōgakusei. Thank you, Francis. Shōgakusei desu. Shōgakusei. No. Shōgaku. Is it shōgaku? Yonensei desu. Shōgaku yonensei desu. That's going to be it, right? Shōgaku. Shōgaku. Yon. Nen. Sei. Oh, where's it gone? Yonensei desu. Okay, I think we've got it. Shōgaku yonensei desu. I think we've got it, right? Shōgaku yonensei desu. Yay! Blanchie says, you are speaking Japanese and my brain is speaking Korean. 안녕하세요.
小学4年生です。
小学4年生です. That's what I just said. 小学
小学
4
4
年
年
生
生
で。
ですす。
小学4年生です。小学4年生です. Okay, I think we're doing it. We're doing okay. 小学4年生です. By the way, if any of you are watching on YouTube, there's like a 30-second delay over there. So I might be moving on to the next question before I see your message. So sorry about that. The Twitch chat is a little bit faster. I'm an elementary school student. 小学生です or 小学学生です。小学生です. In Hong Kong, in Chinese, you have, they call it 小學, primary school. It's the same words, 小學. The Chinese characters are exactly the same. And 學生 is student. The same as 学生, 學生. And we will call a primary school student a 小學生, not a 小學學生. You just call them a 小學生. So I'm going to use some Cantonese knowledge and see whether this works. 小学生です。小学生です。小学生です。小学生です。Right? Right. Hold on. We said 小学 Oh, 小学4年生です. Yes. Again, I think there's a delay on the chat from YouTube.
何年生ですか
I know what that means.
何年生ですか
Oh, yeah. So, Pikyo is saying, you could also say, 私は小学生です. Right? 私は小学生です. Shasa-san says, my channel has, move out the way, Pokemon. Move out of the way. Shaz, your Pokemon is blocking what it says. Keep moving. Keep moving. Your channel has 239 subscribers. That is like more than me. That's a lot more than me. That's like more than double. That's triple. Well done, Ashaz. How are you doing? You still haven't sent me the link to your YouTube channel. Can you drop it into the Discord so we can have a look at it later on?
何年生ですか
何年生ですか? 何年.
何年
What year? 何年. 何年生ですか?
生ですか
Like, what grader are you? 何年生ですか? 何年生ですか? Are you a middle school student? 中学生ですか? Is that right, do you think? 中学生ですか? 中学. Hey, how do we write 中? 中? U? How do you write ju? Oh, chi-yu, not ju. Chi-yu. U. 中学生ですか? I think that's it. What do you think? 中学生ですか? 中学生ですか? Yeah, it's ちゆ. Ju. Okay. Twins is writing Korean now. Hold on a second. Where is that? I just need to pull that up so it's a little bit bigger because my screen's tiny. Blanche says, 한국이 할줄알았어요. I can't read Korean very well. I can read 한국, 한국어, right? That's Korean. 한국어. I think that's all I can read. My Korean is very poor. I did learn a little bit many years ago for reasons that I will not divulge. Okay. 中学生ですか? I wrote 中学生です. I said the correct answer. I just typed the wrong answer. Gosh darn it. Ashaz says, I can promote your channel on my streams if you want them. I'm always after a little promotion. But is your audience nice? That's my question. If they're nice, promote away. If they're like annoying or trouble, then pretend I don't exist. So make sure you've got nice people watching first.
私は中学生ではありません。
I am not a middle school student.
私は中学生ではありません。
私は中学生ではありません。私は
私は
中
中学
学生
生
では
では
あり
ま
ません。
せん。
あり
ません
あり。
ありません。
私は中学生ではありません。私は中学生ではありません。Asha says, your audience are random. They are not fixed. Okay, promote me later. Wait until you've got like a small group of really nice people and send them. We need the nice ones.
私は小学生ではありません。
But yeah, Ashaza-san, make sure to drop your link into the Discord chat, okay? Because I haven't seen your channel yet. So just drop the link into the chat. It's all right. Kuri says emoji. Only nice. Right? We don't want the ferals. Only nice people. We only want nice people. This is why I like my Monday afternoon Japanese language learning live stream. The only people watching are people who really want to watch. So I like that. If I do like a Pokemon Go raid stream, 私は小学生ではありません. I am not an elementary school student, as you may tell. I am not an elementary school student.
中学生ですか?
中学生ですか? Don't forget the ka. 中学生
中学生で
ですす
か?
ka? Oh, look. Duolingo didn't even give me the option to write 中学生です this time. They included the ka in the
ですか?
multiple choice. 中学生ですか? Okay. Hold on. Is Flanches trolling at the bottom? 私の手はぶってよばかあくり. I don't know what you're saying.
小学4年生です。
I am a fourth grader. Grader.
中学生です。
I'm a secondary school student. This is okay. I think we've got this. 中学生です. I'm a middle schooler. We don't have middle schools in Hong Kong, even though like I'm a middle school student. Maybe that would be more likely to get it right. The Hong Kong school system broadly follows like the British school system. So instead of having like elementary school, middle school, high school in Hong Kong, we have primary school and secondary school. There is no kind of like separate high school here, and you study for 6 years in primary, 6 years in secondary, and then you're off to university. Okay. Hold on a second. Blanche says, I have this other app called Lingo Deer. It's like Duolingo. I'll use that one. Do it. Do it. I'll have a look for that in a second. Lingo Deer.
私は中学生ではありません。
私は中学生ではありません. We're repeating now. I'm not a 中学生. Middle school student. I'm not a middle school student. I'm a second grader. 小学2年生です. Is that right? 小学 I can't remember how to write 小. Mini 小学2年生です。小学2年生です。小学2年生ではありません. Are you a middle school student? As a 38-year-old man, I shouldn't be asking this kind of question to people in the chat, but are you a middle grade student? 中学生ですか? Is it that easy? The English is quite long. 中学生ですか? Remember, 中 is ちゆ, mini ゆ. 中学生ですか? 中学生ですか? And we're done. I'm still not past checkpoint 2. Still not there yet. But we will keep going with that. Anyway, it is fast approaching 3 o'clock. Twin says, you study for a total of 13 years. Oh, so yours is, hold on a second. Yeah, it's a little bit different in different places. I think that the Japanese kind of like elementary school, middle school, high school is similar to like the American system. Originally here in Hong Kong, we studied for 5 years to finish your required secondary education, and then you could study like for an extra 2 years to do what they call A level before going to university. But they've changed that now, and they've taken away like a year of secondary school, and you end up going to university like a year earlier now than you used to. But in the UK, they still have A levels. Don't buy pineapple. Unless you like the flavor of bad pineapple candy, then buy pineapple. Ashaz says, oh, you bought a new phone. Let's have a look. Samsung Galaxy F62. Oh, that's the new one, right? Samsung Galaxy F52, was that? 62, sorry. Samsung Galaxy. Yeah, that's the new one. It's quite nice. It's a nice phone. That looks okay. That looks like a nice phone. This one has, wow, the battery. It's got a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, a huge screen. Looks good, Ashaz. I think you got yourself a good phone. I'm using a Google Pixel 5, which I also quite like. I'm quite happy with it. I got that at the beginning of the year, and yeah, I think it was quite a good purchase. Anyway, I'm not sure how long I will be staying because I do need to go out soon. I have an appointment a little bit later on this afternoon. But thank you for joining me. How many people are still here? Is there anybody online that we could attack as a group? Let me just see who is streaming right now. What shall we do? Hold on a second. Okay, there is a Japanese language IRL streamer called Tracy. She is from China, but she lives in Japan, and she's lived in Japan for a long time. And she often walks around Tokyo, and she goes to different places. And I quite like watching her stream. Sometimes she'll go to like the shops looking at like anime models and like the statues and things like that. So, if you like, we could jump in and say hello to them. They already have 324 people watching, so we might get lost in the crowd. But if you want, I might try my very first raid. I have never raided anybody. Should we go over and say hi? We could just drop in and then say hello. All right, guys, what do you think? Let us go and say hello to Tracy, who is streaming from Tokyo. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining me, by the way. If you do like my streams, head on over to AnthonyKel.live. There's hold on a second, it's right here. AnthonyKel.live, and inside here you will find links to my Instagram, my Twitch, Twitter, everything. Everything's in there. And over at the top there, if you want to join our Discord group, there is a little link over there to the Discord group. Okay, so shall we go over and say hello to Tracy, and then I will be off. Let us try and raid this one out. Okay, guys? And we are going to start the raid in just a second. And it looks like that she's got a Pokemon toy. Bye, guys. Is this raiding? Is it working? Is this actually working? Are we raiding? Help! I pressed the button. It's supposed to be going. Start raid. Something went wrong. Try running that quick action again later. Why isn't this working? Does anybody know? Something went wrong. No. How do I do this? Guys. Okay, let's jump in and say hi.
Look at this dude.
Anthony! Oh, Kelly, thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for raiding. Welcome, raiders.
We are raiding right now.
Look at this dude. Hello. Thank you for following.
Raiding from Hong Kong.
I
Thank
sent
you,
the
guys.
donate.
We're
Did
still
it
on.
not go through? Oh, let me check.
Let me see if I can pull
$20.
this up here.
Let me have a look.
We're raiding Tracy right now.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your $20 dream. Thank you. Thank you for supporting.
Anyway,
me
guys,
and the community.
thank you for joining me. I think
you
that
so
you are
much.
some our YouTube viewers will
Duolingo?
still be here.
Welcome, raiders. Cool. Yeah. $20? Yes. Please send me $20.
This is who we are raiding.
For the monoblog.
Okay, guys,
So we're next
thank
to
you very much for joining me. I'm going to watch Tracy walking around Tokyo for a little bit, and it is nice to see you all. So
I
thank
get
you
the
so
Baymax.
much. And I'm going to jump out
I
now.
didn't decide
So,
if I would give away
Take
Baymax.
care, everybody. Bye-bye. We're ending with a Rickroll.
Hey,